Welcome to another edition of Best on Tour this week, presented by Best on Tour. I'm your host, Matt Pangrac, along with Dave Rush from Best on Tour, where we talk about what happened on and off the water in the world of professional bass fishing. And as the year winds up for 2025, we have our final Bassmaster Elite qualifier winner and 10 new anglers moving on to the Bassmaster Elite Series. We'll kick things off with that final elite qualifier on Lake Okeechobee, which was won by Caleb Hudson from Georgia. A total of 52 pounds, 6 ounces. Big comeback on day two, primarily targeting largemouth bass in the Rim Canal on Okeechobee with a Spro McDart 110 and also a jighead minnow. Aside from the win and Caleb's introduction to the 2026 Bassmaster Classic, you also have 10 guys who are now Elite Series rookies, Dave.
Absolutely, Matt. 9 other gentlemen making the cut, running the gauntlet, and will be qualified for the 2026 Elite Series. Some familiar names and some guys we've been watching all year. In second place was Tour veteran Russ Lane. Third place, Aaron Jagfield. Fourth, Austin Cranford. Fifth, Sam Hangy. Sixth, Matt Messer. Seventh, Caleb Hudson, as we talked about. He qualified as well. Eighth place, Tristan McCormick. Ninth, Pake South. And Brock Rinkenmeyer rounding out the top 10, but also a little bit of controversy there at Okeechobee. Ty Au was disqualified from the event for the no information rule. If you want to hear more about that, you can check Ty's social media. He's been making the rounds on a few podcasts, giving his side of the story. And also, if you noticed, 11 anglers fished on the final day with one angler fishing under appeal. So had a little bit of that going on as well at the final EQ of the year at Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah, the youngest angler in that field, Fisher Naya, wins in pretty convincing fashion for the overall angler of the year and the money that comes with it. He had 264 points in those 3 Bassmaster EQ events. He edged Russ Lane out by 20 points. All right, let's move over to the Major League Fishing side, where Shreveport Bossier City is hosting MLF's Bass Pro Shops Summit Cup. It is the 4th and final team series of the 2025 season, and the 12 teams that competing are Brent Ayler, Justin Lucas, Carson and Nelson, Becker and Sheffield, Floyd and Hatfield, Gill and Marshall Robinson, Adrian Avina and MDJ, Britt Myers, Terry Scroggins, Bobby Lane, Jacob Wall, and then rounding it out, Fred Rambanis and Jeff Sprague. For some of these anglers, it will be their last competition at this level, as the BPT moves to 50 anglers in the 2026 season. But kind of going on down there, they're fishing a number of different lakes with elimination and final rounds on lakes that have not been named yet. All right, let's go to one of the coolest events that happens every single year. Young Elite Series Pro Logan Parks. You know him not only for his quality finishes on the Elite Series, but also as the other half of the Tucker Smith duo that won the $1 million in Johnny Morris's Bass Pro Shops US Open several years ago. But since then, Logan has given back, particularly to the high school community, Dave, in a really cool event that took place this past week.
Yeah, really cool event, Matt. That just seems to get larger and larger each year. If you've been following that, you saw a live draft in Jordan Hare Stadium with just massive field of anglers. Jackson Watts and Dalton Head took home the $30,000 top prize, but also somebody wins a boat there. Jacob Jarrell won Logan Park's Z21 XL Nitro, fully rigged out. So a lot of guys taking home some money, some merchandise, great memories, and a brand new boat. So be on the lookout for that next year. I'm sure it will just keep improving, and a great event to get involved with.
On the industry side of things, the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame announced on their website that they are now accepting nominations for 2026. All that's required is a detailed resume, comprehensive letter of recommendation, relevant online articles and publications. The deadline for that is due January 15th, 2025. You can go to bassfishinghof.com for more information on that and fill out the nomination form. So the first step in the next class of the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, this is kind of the first step in that process, Dave.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. And that is a really cool opportunity for you, the fans, to go and nominate who you feel should be in the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame. Take a look at the list, see who's already in, and make your case for your favorite angler, industry professional, or anyone that has something to do with the great sport of professional bass fishing that we all love.
Speaking of voting and nominations, we've talked about it in the past shows. We'll continue to talk about it until the winners are crowned. Hit us with a little information on the BOT, the Best on Tour Awards that are now live through November 24th on bestontour.net.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for voting for the Best on Tour Awards. Man, the response has been overwhelming, much more than we ever could have imagined and hoped for the first year of the awards. Some of the races are hot and heavy, man. Every vote is going to count. Voting will close on November 24th. We will tally all of the votes and we will be announcing the winners soon, but you still have an opportunity to vote. It's pretty easy. Just head over to bestontour.net. There's a tab. You don't have to vote in every category if you don't want to. There's a lot of categories, but go vote for your favorite angler, industry professional, writer, website, magazine, pundit, so on and so forth. There's something for everyone, and we really appreciate everyone getting involved with that this year.
Become a better angler. Go behind the scenes of the top fishing tours. Learn the business side of the fishing industry, how to get sponsorship. The Best on Tour newsletter brings you all that once a week, completely free. Sign up at bestontour.net. That's all we have for this week. Join us next Tuesday for another edition of Best on Tour this week, where we talk about what happened on and off the water in the world of professional bass fishing. Dave, I will see you then.
See you, Matt.